players from the state of Ohio playing in the final tomorrow, and a couple of former active Seps. What do you think that says about the state of soccer in Ohio?
Well, it's a hotbed that I think is a little under the radar. There's good areas: Columbus, Cleveland, others, Cincinnati, Dayton. There's a lot of good pockets in Ohio. Certainly, I know that because I recruited throughout Ohio, and when we won a national championship, one of the surprising things I used to tell people is over half our roster was from the state of Ohio. We did sprinkle in some internationals and some, national team type guys, but the primary core was Ohio kids. Kofi Sarkodie, Will Trapp, Chris Core, Michael Manshoff, Darlington Nagby's of the world.
So memories of being here then?
Yeah, I said early in the week, 2003, last year of Coach Yeagley, Jerry Yeagley, one of my mentors. Last season that he coached in college soccer, we won a national championship on this field. I'll never forget it because it was his last year, obviously, but also because it was snowing at the end of the game and you could barely see the ball. But it was a pretty magical moment. So those are little things that, if you're trying to get nostalgic, you think about. I thought about it immediately and pretty much haven't thought about it since because I'm focused on getting the job done tomorrow. And what matters is not anything peripheral. It's about getting the job done, and that comes down to performing. Simple.
Kai went down with a limping injury at the end of their training. Greg said that we have to assess him before figuring out if he can play. How much does that change things for them and for your game plan if he's not able to go?
I don't think it changes, a lot other than, different piece in for them, and they've got good players. They've managed it before, I think with their team and our team, a lot of what the game plan is going to be about us and what we're looking to do in the attack. So it changes, if I hadn't heard that. So, but if he's not in, then it just changes, perhaps the way they look to get crosses in and us having to manage that.
One of the top defense against one of the top offense. What can we expect from this game?
Well, I think they're a good offensive team, but they become better defensively, so they're a complete team. I know the story will be that they're a good attacking team, and the story for us will be that we're a good defensive team, but we've scored nearly 20 goals in the last 8 games and led the leading in shots all season long. So we're finally starting to get rewarded for our positive attacking play. So I think my point is I think you're going to have 2 teams that are very complete and balanced, both sides of the ball. We're going to attack, so you'll see some of that. They're going to attack. And they're going to be organized defensively, and so are we. So I think it's going to be a really exciting game. I don't think either team's going to, just sit back. Both teams are going to attack. But I think, again, neither team will be reckless. We'll be organized and compact at the right times.
Diego Valeri said that Carusi's biggest strength is their commitment to their identity. Would you agree with such a statement?
Sorry, I missed the first part.
Sorry, Diego Valeri stated that Carusi's biggest strength is their commitment to their own identity. Would you say he's on the right track with that?
Yeah, we know who we are. I said it yesterday. We're the word that comes to mind is humble. We're confident. And I think that's key. Find the balance between being confident but also being realistic. And I think that's everything about this team is we know who we are. We look honestly at the opponent, and we come up with a way, effective way to win games. Plain and simple. And we can do different things. And I think that's what makes us a really good team. Is it's about the team. We don't have anybody that was named in MLS's Best 11. We have no one that's an MLS All-Star out of the 30 guys that were named. And yet you look in every position, we got a good player, and I wouldn't trade him for anyone. And when you're game planning, you got to match up and deal with a lot of different guys because we've gotten goals from 8 players in the playoffs. We play aggressive. We try to decide the game always, but deciding the game isn't a one-way thing. You can decide games in different ways, and I think that's what we've shown in our tactical flexibility.
Your players use that as motivation, the fact that they maybe haven't gotten accolades, and it's just a bunch of guys that are, like you said, balanced and fit together well?
No. We just want to win games. That's it. You know, we don't really care, you know, if people give us credit or not. You know, we're over that. You know, we don't need that motivation. We just want to win games, and it seems like every single series, you know, we're underdogs, and that's fine. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't change what we do. I don't need to motivate the guys with that. You know, we're unbeaten in 8 games, and hopefully we'll be unbeaten in 9 games.
How do you